Hey Rock On Beer viewers, welcome to a very special Rock On Beer Reviews. Special because it's a request, not actually requested specifically, but fellow brew tuber Dan Desilets, or you might know him by his actual channel name, F It Let's Brew It, has in one of his previous videos, he mentioned wanting to make a beer with wine in it, and or a wine beer or something to that effect, for maybe some more wine type loving people in his life. I'm cleaning my glasses. That's something I should have done before starting the video. Anyway, I wrote a little comment to him, and I mentioned that, oh hey, there's a commercial beer here that by Mikkeller that is a wine beer, and I can get it, and I will review it, because he said he'd never had it before and never really heard of something like that before, so he didn't really know if it would work. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know, I'm not going to be able to find the link to the specific video that Dan made, but you should just follow Dan. I can put a link to his channel, F It Let's Brew It. You should be following him anyway, because he is a man of distinction. And yeah, he makes really cool stuff, and he does really nice videos. So, alright. I am gonna show you the beer now, because, well, that's kind of what this video is about. This is, let me see if I can get it to focus, 12-inch Wineale. You guys see what they did there? So this is, you can see that the label looks kind of like an old. I gotta get it. Hang on, I gotta get the camera back in my face. All right. So the label kind of looks like a record, and it says 12-inch Wineale, Mikkeller ale brewed with grapes. And let's see on the back, yeah, and okay. Ingredients, I was trying to find it in English so I didn't have to translate. Barley malt, hops, juice from wine grapes, 2%, and champagne yeast. So it's, yeah, it's like a regular ale. And then they added, well, I guess 2% wine grape juice. Yeah, and fermented it with champagne yeast. That's pretty cool. So let's take a look at this. Woo! It's in a these Belgian caps are a pain to get off with my regular bottle opener. All right. Ooh. It already smells pretty special. Gonna go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that the grapes were of the white variety. But you can see I got quite the 983 finger head on this beer. It is highly carbonated, but I guess that's what they were going for, because it actually, I mean, it didn't like gush or anything, or even, it just kind of hissed, and so I guess they were going for a really spritzy beer. It smells. Oh, it smells really nice. You know what? I'm gonna cut the camera here and wait for the foam to go down a little bit so that I can I don't give myself a huge foam mustache. I'll be right back. Alright everybody, we're back. I have managed to, it has settled a little bit, so it looks more like a beer now. There's like this sweet, kind of funky type aroma in the air now that I've got the beer poured out, and obviously it's coming from the beer. It smells really interesting. It reminds me a lot of like kind of a saison. It's got those same kind of kind of fruity esters, like strong. Yeah, it's very fruity, very funky smelling. I don't know if it was. It just says champagne yeast, and I don't know if that's to like re-ferment in the bottles or if that was the primary yeast, because I would swear that it was actually primary fermented with some kind of saison, because that's what it smells like. It smells really nice. It's really fruity, really, but it's got some kind of funky esters, some kind of spiciness to the background. Really interesting smelling. Whoa. Woo! Wow, that is so different. Wow. So when I read on the back that it was only 2% grape juice, I thought, it's probably gonna get lost in the rest of the beer. But it's very, very much the dominant flavor. It reminds me of it's sweet. The grape flavor is very sweet. It reminds me of those like German wines. I'm gonna say Gewürztraminer, but I'm not a wine guy, so I don't know if that's the right one that I'm thinking of. But it's like that pretty sweet, like white grape wine. Well, obviously it's wine. It's from grapes. It's really interesting. The grape flavor is really, really strong in it. It really stands out. If you serve this to me after it kind of settled down some, I don't know if I would be able to tell you that it's beer. I would say that it's some kind of really strange colored wine. It has a very wine. I get a little bit of hoppiness to it, but it's kind of lost in all the fruitiness from the wine. It's sweet, and it's really highly carbonated. But it's not like cloyingly sweet. It is kind of cloyingly sweet, but it's sweet in that grape juice wine type sweetness. It's a cool beer. This is, I think that wine people would really, really dig this, because it's wine-like enough. If people are into like sweeter wines, it's got enough wine character to it, but it does have something for beer people, because it does have that kind of, like I said, that saison type funkiness to it, which there's funk in the smell, but there's no funk in the flavor. Very, very little yeast character to it. It's all very grape forward, grapey, very fruity, very grapey, very just really, really interesting. What's the 8.1%? That's well, like wine, you can't really taste the alcohol in it. Starting to get a little warmth in the old head, so I thought that it was probably strong, but it's nice. I don't know if I particularly would want like to brew a big batch of this, Dan, but I definitely think that it's something that people would find interesting. But I'm not a big wine guy. But if you like wine, or if you're trying to get somebody into beer who's a big wine drinker, I could definitely see this being a stepping stone and an interesting experiment. So I hope that helped at all. I can definitely recommend, if you want to try something really different, to get 12-inch Wineale. 12-inch Wineale. I like the name. Yeah. Until next time, remember to name your beers with puns. Bye-bye.